Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inconvenient Truth. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. You may have already heard about the unprecedented leak of documents from a Chinese hacker called iSoon or Anxun in Chinese. This leak gives us a real glimpse of the CCP's proactive hacking activities against not only Chinese dissidents, but also other countries, including those that are perceived as friends of China. It also makes us wonder how much more data have already been stolen, how vulnerable the entire online world is in front of the CCP, and what the CCP's goal really is for investing so much to obtain data and to hack into other governments and individual systems and accounts. Today, I'd like to talk about this issue. On February 16th, a collection of 577 documents and chat logs were leaked on GitHub, an online developer platform. But unfortunately, these documents have been taken down. They were still there yesterday. Anyway, a lot of people have already downloaded those files, and I believe a lot of experts and intelligence staff from all over the world are still assessing and analyzing them. Then Dick Kang, an AP journalist in China, has visited this company's office in Chengdu and confirmed that these documents are real, and both the company and the Chinese police are investigating this leak. People believe the leak was either done by an unhappy former employee or a rival outfit. The leaked files include a wide range of documents, including data from foreign governments, tools to hack into almost all computer operating systems, tools to use Wi-Fi to hack, tools to hack into and take control of other people's social media accounts, and to manipulate a large number of social media accounts at the same time to create false online trend, tools to hack into Microsoft's email system Outlook, and tools to hack into all the employees' email accounts of a government branch or an organization, collect all the data, analyze people's relationships, and find the things that can be taken advantage of. They can even use AI to find potentially useful information. There are also lists of their hacking history, chat records between employees or with their customers, lists of employees and their salary levels, price lists for their jobs, etc. I have read through some of the documents downloaded and exclusively recovered or deciphered by Lude Media, and I was deeply shocked. Now let's take a look at some of them. Some of them. This is the cover of the user's manual for this hacking system called Hector. It has 20 pages. This is an overview of what this system can do. It says that Hector remote control system is a remote control system that supports HTTP WebSocket, HTTPS WebSocket over ITLS protocols and uses the reverse connection method. The remote control system supports interactive shell command lines, file management, and other functions. These are the product features, including one, communication protocol supports HTTP WebSocket, HTTPS WebSocket over TLS protocols. Two, remote control features, interactive shell command lines, file directory browsing, view directories graphically, support for directly executing executable files, support for directly inputting absolute paths to browse specific directories, record recent input path information, file transfer, upload, download, run, delete, and view contents of small files, support for resuming interrupted transfers, pausing, starting, and deleting transfer tasks. 3. Host management features. Host of online hosts, including support for group management, modifying remarks and modifying groups. 4. Host logs. Record data such as target host name, username, online IP, online time, offline time, and basic hardware information of the host. This system is quite amazing. It is called Twitter Public Opinion Guidance and Control System Product White Paper. Here is its catalog, and its product functions include data overview, Twitter account forensics, public opinion guidance and control, evidence connection list, account list, group management, Twitter public opinion monitoring, monitoring personnel list, grouping management, material management, operation history. These are its system architecture and network architecture. What this system or tool can do is amazing. It can take control of your Twitter or X account without you realizing it. You might be wondering what the Twitter account forensics function is all about. Well, in China, jumping over the Great Firewall to use Twitter is illegal, but a lot of people are doing so. When the CCP needs to punish anyone using Twitter, it needs to take your record on Twitter as legal evidence in order to convict you. This is not the most terrible part of this system. The most terrible part is it can monitor a large number of accounts at the same time, control a large number of fake accounts to make fake comments, likes, and shares, and successfully create fake trending posts or topics to control public opinion, spread false fake information, or wage cognitive warfare. This made me doubt whether my account had been hacked. A while ago, I left a comment on a friend's post, but after a while, I found my comment wasn't the same. It had been changed. I checked my login history, but didn't find another login IP. After I read this file, I understood that by using a tool like this, no login history will be recorded. So people won't know that their accounts have been hacked, or somebody else can also read all their private messages and post on their behalf. This page says the system currently processes no fewer than 100 million pieces of raw data per day and supports real-time updates of available data daily. Based on the submitted target information, query results are returned within 3 to 5 minutes. The query data is comprehensive, including registered email addresses, phone numbers, and frequently used login locations, which helps to promptly identify negative public opinion, illegal rumors, and misinformation, enhancing the government's ability to respond to public opinion crises. It also boasts about its efficient web crawling technology. It says the Twitter public opinion control system supports monitoring of target accounts by employing distributed web crawling technology to fetch data from target Twitter accounts every 5 to 10 minutes. It also supports real-time alerts for keywords, further enhancing monitoring capabilities. No fewer than 100 million pieces of raw data per day. Are you impressed? This is the cover of the Windows Remote Control Management System product white paper. This is its command prompt and a screenshot of how it works. This is its system architecture. This is its network architecture and its functions. This is a demonstration of how to create a program that can take control of the remote target computer. And this is its remote control management system. It can take control of your computer and read, upload, download, delete, execute, and rename your files. It can also record all your keyboard activities and file access history. There are many other hacking tools. For example, this is a page from the user manual of the so-called Integrated Operation Platform. It can enable many teams to operate on the same platform and achieve greater results. This is a cover page for the Individual Soldier Toolkit product white paper. This is the cover of the product that can hack into Microsoft's email system. This product is also very impressive. It can automatically scan a system, find out the loopholes, and then infiltrate the system automatically. This is a system that can analyze all the emails from a certain organization and find the relationships among different individuals. It also allows the users to create their own so-called knowledge base. You can input special sensitive keywords to establish your own knowledge base. If anyone in this organization mentions these keywords, the system will catch them and send out alerts. It can also manage all the people in the database, categorize them according to their different attributes, and conduct AI analysis to support decision makers. This is the cover of the product white paper of iSoon's so-called Smart Security Platform. This system can offer users not only intelligence big data platforms, but can also give users analysis about the relationships among all the key figures in the world. It offers an AI intelligence early warning mechanism and comprehensive intelligence work assistance. These are some of the uploaded intelligence material resources showcased in the manual. From the top to the bottom, there are documents about how country A and country B are plotting against China, how country A pushed country D to sanction country Y over arms procurement, how country A is pushing EFG in the Asia-Pacific region to weaken China's influence, how India is going to raise the NN and YYYY issue on the 14th YR Annual Summit, how the members of the U.S. Senate Committee on Foreign Relations will visit Indonesia to ally against China. The file names 0411 to 0418 are all about India, but we don't know what is in there. This is only a demonstration of what this system can do. These are some of iSoon's price lists. You can see it only cost 51,000 yuan or only 7,000 US dollars to get information about somebody, including his or her name, ID number, date of birth, online username, work email address, cell phone number, job title, job role, work ID number, information of workplace, including name, web address, website address, size, physical addresses, founder's name, LinkedIn account name of workplace, as well as a summary of this person's work history, physical address, hobbies, skills, work experiences, academic qualifications, personal files, qualification certificates, languages he or she speaks, etc. This is another price list for similar information, but the price is 700,000 yuan or about $97,000 US. This is a page of the introduction about iSoon. It has branches in Shanghai, Sichuan, Yunnan, and Jiangsu province. This is, This is also a page from its company profile, boasting its capabilities to obtain information about India, with the main targets being the Foreign Ministry, National Defense Ministry, Ministry of the Interior, Ministry of Finance, etc. It says, we continue to closely monitor these departments. We are able to extract long-term value and insights from them. The materials include both English and Hindi language files. It also boasts its ability to crack word passwords in email attachments, to crack highly encrypted EGM emails, to identify value points in emails and documents, and to produce finished, brief, and comprehensive reports about these files. It says its achievements have previously been recognized by central authorities. This is what it has done with Nepal, with the main targets being foreign affairs, national defense, and the presidential palace. These are some of the milestones of iSoon. It was established in 2010 in Shanghai. In 2013, it established its Security Research and APT Network Penetration Research Department. I guess we should call them hacking departments. In October 2018, it participated in the CCP Police Overseas Network crackdown efforts, achieving significant results and receiving recognition and commendation from ministerial and central leadership. In December 2018, it hosted the first national cybersecurity tactical training for the CCP's police department. In April 2019, it was selected as one of the first batch of network security units by the CCP's Ministry of Public Security. By October 2021, it had already hosted 4 national cybersecurity tactical training sessions for the CCP's police. This picture was taken in 2021 when iSoon offered its 4th national training session to the CCP's police officers. Apart from India and Nepal, South Korea's LG telecommunications firms in Hong Kong, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Mongolia, Nepal, and Taiwan, 10 Thai government agencies, NATO, the UK, Pakistan, and Cambodia, overseas Tibetan organizations, Vietnamese traffic police, etc., are all victims of iSoon's hacking. Also, a sample of 459 GB of road mapping data from Taiwan is also listed in one of its spreadsheets. We all know that road data could be useful to the CCP's military in the event of an invasion of Taiwan. iSoon's product manuals also advertise a $25,000 US service for a remote access control system to obtain ample iOS smartphone data from a target, including basic mobile phone information, GPS positioning, mobile phone contacts, and environment recording. What I want to say is that although this unprecedented leak has given us some ideas of what the CCP has been doing, the leaked documents are relatively old ones and maybe just the tip of the iceberg. What shocked me was the wide range of its targets. Obviously, not only the enemy countries are victims, but also a lot of the CCP's so-called friends and allies. Another shocking fact is that excuse me, the CCP has developed so many tools that are very easy to master. Maybe even some prisoners can be trained to use them and do their dirty jobs in prison so that they can earn points and be released ahead of time. Another thing that makes me feel extremely terrified is how much data the CCP has already stolen, how many systems and government systems have already been hacked, and how many harmful software and trojans have already been planted in the systems of key departments in other countries. If one day the CCP suddenly decides to activate these hidden Trojans to attack or paralyze key infrastructure systems of other countries, how much damage would that do? Or will it be more terrible than a war? And another question to ask is why has the CCP been investing so much in hacking, stealing, and trying to take control of other people's computers and internet systems? If you have an answer to these questions, please leave us a comment and let us know. Well, that's all for today. If you feel like signing up for a membership or making a donation, please visit my website at jenniferzengblog.com. Otherwise, please help me spread the message by subscribing to my channel or sharing my videos. Thank you. Have a nice weekend and see you next time.